A 12-year-old who raped a neglected 9-year-old schoolboy 100 times wasn't prosecuted due to a bungled investigation by his teachers, a report has. The unnamed boys were both students at a special school for children who have been abused or neglected. The victim said the alleged incident took place after he had absconded with two older unnamed children, aged 12 and 11, in November 2006. In 2007, the alleged victim told his foster parent he had been repeatedly sexually abused, maybe 100 times, by the 12-year-old and other pupils while he had been at the school. During a later police interview, he said he was sexually abused by the 12-year-old, a report published by the Independent Inquiry into Child Sexual Abuse. The boy had told his attacker to stop and get off, but he did not until he was left hurt and then managed to run away, the report said. The boy had said he didn't feel he could tell school teachers about his ordeal because he didn't think he would be taken seriously. Image. AFP via Getty Images. The abuse came to light a few weeks later after a member of staff overheard friends of the 9-year-old making accusations towards his alleged attacker about this behavior. The alleged victim was later interviewed by Cumbria police, but no action was taken due to factors including the boys' conflicting accounts and their damaged backgrounds, the report said. In 2007, the alleged victim told his foster parent he had been repeatedly sexually abused, maybe 100 times, by the 12-year-old and other pupils while he had been at the school. But he said he didn't feel he could tell school teachers about his ordeal because he didn't think he would be taken seriously. He said, "Essentially, from the day you're brought in there, you are the problem child. So anything that comes out your mouth is rubbish." The school was accused of contaminating evidence by interviewing the children involved. Image. Getty Images. Despite receiving admissions from the 12-year-old boy, the report said the Crown Prosecution Service had decided to take no further action. This was because there were discrepancies in the accounts and due to the young ages and damaged backgrounds of the children involved. But also the report said it was because of school staff interviewing the children and contaminating the evidence. The Crown Prosecution Service stated that because of the way the school had conducted its investigation, a court would have thrown it out anyway if it had gone that far. The 12-year-old alleged attacker was said to have a chaotic and abusive early life. The report stated his father had a previous conviction for a sexual offense against a young child and there had been concerns that he had also been abused in a children's home. The unnamed boys were both students at a special school for children who have been abused or neglected. Image. Getty Images. Prior to his placement at the school, he had been excluded from a mainstream school for sexually abusing a 5-year-old boy in its toilets, the report. During this time, a report cited he was said to be developing a pattern of sexually abusive behaviors towards others. He had absconded from school on a regular basis between June and November 2005, and September and November 2006, with other children. But the report said none of the children told staff during that period that harmful sexual behavior was happening when the children were off-site. After the 12-year-old boy was interviewed under caution later in November 2006, he never returned to the school. The report into abuse at residential schools is the 19th produced by the Independent Inquiry into Child Sexual Abuse. Read more. Student preparing to kill as many Russians as possible to help save Ukraine. Read more. Airbnb host planted hidden cameras and took 2,000 pics and videos of guests having sex.